This is Captain Australia, and I am at the Coach Lamp Motel in Rosedale. Sorry for the interruption to the stream before. There were some kids and donations and things that I had to figure out. So I had to interrupt the stream and take some photos and whatnot. I am at the Coach Lamp Motel at Rosedale, and first and foremost, I want to thank the lovely people of Rosedale for their very warm, very sweet and friendly welcome. So there was a bunch of people who we walked into the local community hall and had a lovely sausage sizzle, and I got plenty of hugs and hellos and some very nice fellowship with this beautiful community of people. Very humbled and grateful for that. I did have some conversations that sadly got interrupted when everybody started to disband. I was talking to somebody who drove up from Morwell. If you're watching this at any point, I'm so sorry that we didn't get to finish our chat. I'll look forward to meeting you again in Morwell. I hope everything's okay with Jarl. There was a boy who might have injured himself. Yeah, anyway, all is well. So I've made it to Rosedale. Today was a 27-kilometre walk, so pretty mild by big walk standards. I've come from Brisbane to get here, and I'm headed to Melbourne, where I will finish up and get to go home in about 10 days' time. I hope you can hear me okay, by the way. I'm never completely certain with the whole slightly dodgy phone. But yeah, so I'm Simon, just a strange old man, really. And I was broken by cancer, and I decided I needed to take a pilgrimage, and I wrapped a lot of hope around the idea that that would heal me. And it bloody well has. And if you want to see how, you'll kind of have to rewind back to day one and go through the whole timeline of it all. But basically, the ordeal of walking and the quest and kindness of the big walk has allowed me to strip my life back and rebuild. Um, Good volume tonight, says Sarah. Thank you. And whoops, we've missed a comment. Diddly dee 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 dee. G'day, Cap. Nice to see you. Dry, says Rick. G'day, Rick. Taylor says, hope you enjoy time in my beautiful hometown. It's been so inspiring watching your journey. Oh, bloody cheers. No, and I'm so grateful to the people of Rosedale for their very generous, kind, warm welcome. Um, Diddly dee dee diddly dee. Catching up on comments. Can hear you well. Seeing you on the way to Traralgon today. Legend. Oh, cheers, Alicia. Yeah, so I'll hit Traralgon tomorrow and Morwell the day after that, and points west from there. Diddly dee dee. You got a radio interview soon. I had a radio interview this morning at 6:50 with Gippsland ABC, and I had a TV interview as well with Win News. So that should have, I think, aired this evening. I'm not 100% sure. So if you're in the area and you watch Win News, you may have seen me on the telly. And if that brings you here, yeah, so I'm the bullfed walking from Brisbane to Melbourne, and at its core, it's for a charity called the Kids Cancer Project. And for me, it's also about personal healing, and I firmly believe that kindness is the antidote to suffering. So when you choose to be of service and when you choose to help others, it makes you better. It elevates us all, really. Yeah, so anyway, tomorrow I'm off to Traralgon, but in the morning I'm going to meet some lovely locals here. I think we'll have a breakfast together. They've kindly accommodated me here at this very nice motel. Let me show you. Terry asks, hi, Captain, how much weight have you lost? Well, right now, I got to weigh myself at Sarah Ridgewell's house in Now, that was. And on the scales, I was like 88 kilos. So that, for me, my ideal weight's probably around 78. So I'm about 10 kilos fatter than I should be. December of last year, I weighed 140. And at the start of the walk, I weighed probably around 100. So I think I dropped down into the low 80s, somewhere north of Sydney. But as soon as I got to Wollongong, people started feeding me and my thyroid medicine stopped working. So I think I've put on a little bit of weight as I've been walking. I'm the only dude who could walk from Brisbane to Melbourne and actually gain weight. That's a mess. But yeah, internally, I'm fabulously strong. And yeah, so to answer your question, well, I guess since the very start, about 60 kilos, and since Boxing Day, I don't know, maybe 12, 13. Sarah says, well done, mate. Glad somebody made some use of it. Rest those feet and take care, champion. Yeah, well, my loyalty to you is such that I have not even taken off the boots. Look at that. Um, I've had some funny chats today. There are some characters in this community. Amy says, awesome to meet you tonight. Safe travels for your remaining days. Genuine, down-to-earth Aussie legend. Oh, cheers. That's such a lovely thing to say, Amy. Thank you. One of the characters I met said to me, oh, okay, I've got a question for you. When you're taking an endurance walk for a long time, what is the one most essential thing that you would have with you? And my answer was porn. Uh, yeah, for giggles, just purely for giggles. And I think I got everybody giggling, which was nice. Yeah, I mean, there's such larrikins in the community here. We all had a good giggle and some fellowship. There was a sausage sizzle, so I've had a hamburger for my dinner and a little hot dog as well. So I'm full and replete and ready for my rest. Lise says, take my hat off to you. Inspirational and then some. Oh, thank you. Tony says you're doing an awesome job. You people are the friggin' best. Thank you for your kindness. I, you know, the old me would say, nah, man, I'm just a jet. I'm no good. But I agree with you. I've come a long way. I really have. The walk has succeeded and I'm delighted and I'm humbled by your kindness. Thank you. I love that we are lifting each other up. It's wonderful. And when I get to Melbourne, I will celebrate like you could not believe. And I will go into my new life joyfully. So the big walk is my quest for healing as much as anything else. And the message is that that's available to you if there's something broken or wrong in your life. Don't ignore URC. I don't know what. Oh, Shanna, if you're saying something, it's no doubt rude. Oh, snot blocks. Somewhere around here. There's a black bakery that sells snot blocks. I think that they might be a lemon slice or something. I don't know. Chris Vanstone says, "Hi Simon, I remember seeing you do your pre-training a few weeks before your journey. To now see you're closing in on see more on your target is amazing. For the past 75 days, 74, buddy, we have all watched you travel through some amazing places while touching the hearts of all those along the way. I want to say it's been such a pleasure to watch one person do so much positivity in this crazy world." Oh, thank you, buddy. What a lovely thing to say. You're a living legend. I raise my glass to you, sir. I would go cheers if I had something to drink. Um, You've been inspiration to me, says Tony. I'm delighted, Tony. Yeah, and I valued our chats and I value your friendship. Shanna McMahon says, "What does the fox say?" The cow goes moo, the duck goes quack, the elephant goes in, the dog goes woof, the cat goes meow. But there's one mystery. I don't know the bloody. What does the fox say? Ding 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 ring 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 ding ding ring 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 ding ding. Is that what you need, Shanna? Is that what you need? Is it? Are you happy now? Bloody Malakutans, there's something wrong with you. Kim says, "Good work. Stay safe. You're a great human being. Keep on walking." Terry says, and thank you, Captain Australia, King of the Kids, Champion of the Underdog, King of the Kids. That sounds, yeah, all right. Champion of the underdog. I can live with that though. Yeah, usually the underdog is anyone who gets trampled down usually has a big store of compassion and a big heart. We need to lift them up. Lee says, "Valiant effort, Simon. Amazing. Thank you so much." Catching up on comments. Yip, yip, yip. So, yip, 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 yip. Is that what the fox says? You bloody Malakutans and you bloody now and nowans. Cassandra says, "Hey, Captain, great work. Woohoo, legend." Thank you. All right, so I now get to take my boots off, uh, maybe see what's going on in the world, chuck the news on, although that can be a little bit sort of sad and scary. Um, Having something to drink and maybe have a nice old shower. So thank you. First and foremost, thank you. Lovely people of Rosedale, thank you for your kindness. Thank you for the warmth of your greeting. I hope it was shared at least reasonably well in the stream. I'm going to have a look back at that. I've got a bunch of photos to upload as well, and I will get up to date on messages. I'm just going to have a quick shower first. So thank you, everybody. I'm delighted by your interest in the big walk. Cassandra says, how's your feet holding up, Kat? I think I may be on the edge of permanent damage to my feet. I'm not sure, but I'm going to bloody power through anyway. So I get now sometimes these piercing pains in my heel of either feet. I think I might have fallen arches or something. So just it's too long, the bag, all of the rest. But I'm good. I'm fine. I'm pushing through, and I'll just do a stock take when I get home. So I do have some new pains, but I- I know that pain is never permanent. It doesn't kill you, and I have a mission, so I just have to push through. Diddly dee, Sarah, on the home stretch now, Simon. Glad the weather is improving for you. Today was a lovely day for walking. Yeah. Do you need any new inner soles at all? Says Cassandra. No, I've got some that were given to me at Marimbula. Yeah, lovely bloke Nigel and the Amcal chemist there. They gave me some great insoles for the shoes, but it's just a case of I've been walking for too long. Graham says practice those words, chat captain challenge about row beginning. Lol. What? Practice those words, captain challenge about row beginning. Lol. What are you saying to me, young man? I do not understand this thing you are saying to me. Kyle says, how many days left? I'll get to Federation Square on the 19th, mate. So 10 days, yeah. Or 9 days of proper walking, and then that last day when I'll meet the plan is to meet at 10 o'clock in the morning at Alexandra Gardens on the south side of the Yarra River, just opposite Federation Square. Anybody who wants to meet in Melbourne can go there and we'll have a chat. And then as we get to about 11:40, whether there's 3 people, 30, or I've got some wonderful news too. So I met this guy not far from Ulladulla. His name's Steve Parnell. So he's a head and neck cancer survivor. He's the uncle of this lovely bloke I met in Ulladulla called Phil. He's one of these people who has like the radiation damage has caused necrosis to the jaw, so he has a collapsed jaw. And he's a champion at fighting through his disease and its side effects. He's flying down to Melbourne, and we're meeting up on the 18th to do the end of the walk together. So I know I'll have at least one other person. Anybody else in the city who wants to join is welcome to. Anybody who wears a mask, a cape, or their undies on the outside gets bonus points. But yeah, I'll have Steve with me, which is a delight and a joy. And yeah, so we're going to meet at Alexandra Gardens, spend a couple of hours there just talking about what's been done. And then I'm going to cross the bridge, and anybody who's with me, I'd be delighted. And we can walk across the bridge to Federation Square and then call it done. Yay, victory. There's been a chunk of comments. Sorry, let me respect your comments. Dearly D, what does the fox say? Rick jig jigga digga, rick rick jigga digga. Practice the words, you need them, just wait. Look, Shanna, I'm sorry. What does the fox say? Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. That's what the bloody fox says. Glenda, keep up the good work, mate. Cheers, Glenda. Cassandra, okay, no problems. Remember Nigel from home organised some for you. Yeah, I hope you can keep pushing through. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for your concern. Hope you can get some good rest for them. Diddly diddly dee. Kyle says, you hanging around in Melbourne for a few days or jumping straight on a plane and heading home? Kyle, I do intend to stay in Melbourne at least for a day, like that night of the 19th, and just on the 20th, I'll take a sniff. If there's been zero media interest, I'll just go home. But taking the most possible advantage of any media interest is important for the charity. So it's getting on the telly that really translates into the big dollars for the Kids Cancer Project. So if we've come into Federation Square and there are some TV stations into it, they like it, they think it's a good news story, they think there's merit in the story. I'm humbled. That's a wonderful thing. It's an authentic thing. I'm not trying to manipulate the media. I hope they see merit in it, and if they do, yeah, I'll stick around because they might want to hey, maybe I'll be able to get on the project again. You know, I think like they've covered it a few times now, so they may want to close it off with the end of the story. So yeah, I probably will hang around in Melbourne for at least a couple of days, but I will be pretty eager to get back to my wife and kids. Teresa says, hello, Captain. When you get home, wear some massage sandals. They help your feet. All right, great tip. Thank you. Shanna said, oh, what have I done? Sorry, somebody's using profanities. Shanna says, put in $500 if you practice those lyrics ASAP. Oh, Shanna, don't put $500. So, you see, Shanna is a lovely person who I met in Malakuta, and she wants me to sing this. What does the fox say? Big wing digga digga, ring ring digga digga. I don't. I mean, is that me? Is that who I am? Am I now a performing clown? Hang on. Hey, Barry, are you there? Barry. Barry, do you copy? Hello, Barry. So I just needed someone to talk to. Never mind. Oh, ring, ring, digga, digga. Kyle says, okay, let's hashtag them all in and create a hashtag train and get their attention. Buddy, if you're all over that hashtag stuff, do everything you can, please. Hashtag the crap out of those hashtags. I'm garbage at all of that stuff, so I need your help. I need everybody's help to make that last little jaunt into Melbourne a success. So if you want to repurpose any video or any images or pictures that you've seen on the Big Walk Facebook page, blanket consent. Go ahead. You want to make a meme about it? Blanket consent. Go ahead. Absolutely delighted by any help you could possibly give. You can be Captain Hashtag, Kyle. I'm terrible at all of that. Diddly D. Glenda says, hello, Debbie McDougall. This man is amazing in what he's doing. Well, thank you. Hi, Debbie, if you do come here and check that out. Kane York, every time I drive past a couple of places we met along your walk, it brings the biggest smile to my face and joy in my heart. Thanks for helping rekindle my lost spark. Bloody hell, Kane. What an honor and a privilege, mate. Good on you. No, I love that. I think fondly of you as well, my friend. Every time I see a picture with your pink hair. Shanna says, from the start, you got 60 kilometers to get them. What? Are we talking about snot blocks, Shanna? Hashtag 10, 9, SBS, Today Show, Fox News. Good on you. Okay, Beck McNamara says, well done, Captain. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Beck, thank you so much for your kindness and hospitality in Sale. Beck McNamara is an absolute bloody legend. She lives in the community of Sale and she's does charity work and is just a really lovely all-round person. Beck, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet you. Shanna says, ha 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 ha, there's your challenge. Oh, I don't know, mate. Oh, it's been a long day. I'm going to get my boots off and make myself smell pretty, have a shower. Thank you so much for your time and interest. My name's Simon. I'm also called the Buffhead Cat here at Superhero Captain Australia. I do not have any actual superpowers, sadly. It's probably good for the world. If I did, I'd probably misuse them. Carl says, you're a very remarkable bloke and a legend. Hope all is well. Safe travels. Well, cheers, mate. Lovely comment. Thank you. Debbie, Glenn will be sure, he sure is a legend, aka quiet achiever. I'm not quiet. Beck says, you're welcome, Captain. Be safe tomorrow. Thank you, Beck. Kyle, hashtag the age, hashtag 9 News, hashtag ABC. Lovely. Oh, good on you, my friend. I think Shanna wants you to learn the lyrics of the Fox song for a $500 donation. Yeah, I think that's what she wants too, Sarah. Does that mean that if I don't do it, I'm a horrible, horrible person? I'll have to meditate on that. All right. Thank you all for your time and interest. If there's anything that you want to suggest that I do or don't do, or you're in a community that I'm coming towards, if you fire me a message, I answer every single one of them. So just message the Caps Big Walk and I will respond. And it's not a team. It's not a bunch of other people. It's me sitting on the side of the road or in the hotel room in the middle of the night or whatever. So if there's something that you want to say, go ahead. I'm delighted by your interest, your attention, and I promise I'll answer every single one. All the best. I'm going to get some rest now. Take care of yourselves.